This segment is sponsored by New Perspective Financial Solutions. From 70 and a half to 72, now 73, the required minimum distribution age has been pushed multiple times in recent years. So how can retirees plan appropriately given this shifting landscape? Well, here to help us decipher all of this is Tavon Jackson. Tavon is the founder of New Perspective Financial Solutions, a DC-based firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. Tavon, welcome back to Great Day Washington. Okay, that's confusing. They keep changing the year on us.
It confuses me too.
What happens for retirees when they turn 73 now?
So it's a lot of numbers. So 59 and a half, that's when you're able to touch your 401k without the 10% penalty.
Okay.
Used to be 70 and a half, but then with the new Secure Act, they pushed it to 72. Now they pushed it to 73, and that's when the government is going to make you spend all your retirement accounts. So if you have your beneficiary, let's say as your son or your daughter, once you turn 73, Uncle Sam doesn't care. They want the taxes. So they're going to have you take out about 3 to 4% a year out of your account, whether you want to or not. And a lot of times this sets a lot of people up for failure because they weren't expecting that tax hit.
So is that how it impacts your tax bill then in retirement?
Absolutely. So when you retire, most likely you have rental income, you might have your pension, you might have your Social Security, but now you're going to have this other tax nightmare that comes out of nowhere for, let's say for example, you have $1 million. When you turn 73, they're going to make you take out about $40,000 out of that account. You got to pay federal taxes, you got to pay state taxes, and what's going to happen is once that income is added into your tax bill, that's going to make your Medicare premiums more expensive. It also can make your Social Security taxable as well, because Social Security is tax-free by itself. But most people don't have any type of tax plan. They're just doing whatever the government tells them to do.
Okay, so then can a Roth conversion assist in limiting the amount of taxes that someone who's retired is going to have to pay?
Yeah, so let's talk about what a Roth conversion is.
Okay.
So a Roth conversion means I have a 401k. I would rather pay the taxes on it right now versus waiting until 73 when the government makes me pay the taxes. Because if you think about it, the country's in a lot of debt, and the only way to get out of debt is to raise taxes. So if you truly think that taxes are going to be higher in the future, why not just pay the taxes on your money now? Because today I know what tax bracket I'm in. If they raise it to 60% taxes in the future, you can't do anything about it because you waited. So a lot of our clients, they convert a portion of their money each year. So by the time they're 73, their whole account is 100% tax-free.
Okay, so that's like the solution to having to pay so much.
Could be.
Could be. Instead of spending the money, what could retirees do to leave behind maybe a legacy for their family? I know we talk about this sometimes.
Yeah, sure. So the 401k is the worst investment to leave to your family, and here's why. So if you have $1 million and you pass away, and let's say my son inherits my money, he's not getting the million. He's getting about 600,000 because Uncle Sam's going to be the first one out, federal taxes, state taxes, so there's a reduction in your life savings. What a lot of our clients do is they take the RMD each year, that 4% they got to take out, and they give it to a life insurance company. Okay? The reason you give it to a life insurance company is because that $40,000 a year is going to give you a whole nother $1 million policy that's now tax-free. So when you pass away, not only will your family get the 401k that they pay the taxes on, but they also get the tax-free life insurance. So you've doubled your legacy just by giving the RMD that you have to take out to an insurance company.
We mentioned in the beginning they keep pushing this age back, right? Are there pros and cons to that? I know you probably initially say, wait, why are you changing this for?
So I would say the pro, let's say they're going to push it to 75. So let's say they will.
Oh,
so let's say they push it to 75. The good thing is that now your money has longer to grow before Uncle Sam taps into it. The negative of that is that now that your account's bigger, when you take out that 4%, guess what? You got to pay more in taxes. So it doesn't help us either way.
Okay. Either way, we need you to help us through this.
Roth conversion may be the best thing to do. So.
Okay, all right. For anyone at home who's listening, you think, I need to know more about this, and you would like to learn more about preparing for your retirement, New Perspective Financial Solutions has a great offer. Tavon wants to help protect and continue to grow your money while also helping you create a reliable income stream. So right now, for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $100,000 or greater, they're offering a complimentary retirement income plan just for you. This will allow Tavon to sit down with you personally or schedule a call to make sure that you are on the right track for a successful retirement. The number to call is 240-335-8366. Again, it's 240-335-8366.